Well, we just talked to Cortland about making sure that you got your first touchdown pass and that everybody knew whoever it was going to be, to catch it, they were going to get to. So how nice is it that it matters that much to your teammates?
Yeah, well, he was adamant about it. I think, that speaks to his character and his ability to be a great teammate. We all depend on Cortland, rely on him. He's a great leader and captain for us, and that just kind of represents who he is. But it was a great moment. Thankful that he was the one that caught it, and, glad we can get past that and move on to other things.
Well, in reviewing the film, getting off to an up and down start on offense, how much of it was due to the weather? How much other factors would you say?
I probably a lot. I think, some of the call sheets limited when you have weather like that, and they can play a little bit more aggressively, and things change. But I feel like we adapted well, especially in the second half, and we adjusted, and we found ways to score points when we needed to.
Sean was just saying that one of the biggest steps you guys have taken over the last 2 weeks in particular is the run game. Where have you seen that grow the most here?
Yeah, well, I think, just that yards per carry has been really good. Our backs have done a really good job of running the football. They've been physical. They've been hard to tackle. And then it starts up front. Those five, took it upon themselves, especially Sunday in the second half. That's one thing that we were going to come out of the locker room doing, and that's they took pride in it, and they went out there and essentially got it done. So that's what you want to see. That's what you have to do in this league to win games. When they know you're running the ball and you're able to do it and do it efficiently, that's important.
Bo, you've been involved in a lot of big rivalries in college at Auburn and at Oregon as well. Have you got a sense of how big the Broncos-Raiders rivalry is, and what will that be like on Sunday?
Yeah, so I've been able to get a sense of it a little bit, but I don't think you really truly understand it, I think, until you play in your first one. So I'm excited to play Sunday, and I know it's important for this organization. I know it has been for a long time, and, the players, we don't take it lightly. So we're going to go out there and compete at a high level, and I know, they will too. So it's going to be a fun football game.
What's your take on the throwback uniforms that you've been reading about, the history of them and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I think they're awesome. I think anytime you can, pay a little tribute to former teams that have come before you and have, kind of laid the foundation for the opportunity that you have, I think that's really important. And it's fun to, wear throwbacks. I think that's, always a neat thing that teams are able to do, and ours are pretty cool.
When you go back to watch a game after it's done on film, where do you start? Like, do you have in your process, do you want to see things that you think you did well, things you think you didn't do well? Like, how do you kind of start the process when you go back through a game?
Well, I just start at play one and go through, and then, get to the end, and every once in a while you go back and watch it again, and end up probably watching it 2 or 3 times before you close it and go the next week. But you can always learn things, whether it's from your point of view or somebody else's or a coach's, and some things that I miss, a coach or other player will point out to me as we go. So it's good to evaluate that. And, Sunday's tough to evaluate because it was a sloppy game, a lot of rain and a lot of things that you're like, let weather affect it. But it's good that we won those games. It's also better watching the game when you know you won it.
Well, I heard Jake Homer say that he likes you have a lot of good misses that you're throwing where only your guy can get it, or you're making it that no way the defense. Is that a conscious thing, not just Sunday, but in general, to have a good miss if it's not going to be the perfect pass to lead to a touchdown?
Yeah, well, I think that's a funny statement because no miss are good, but you do want to make sure that the ball is catchable to where your guy can get it or nobody can get it. You don't want to have many footballs in jeopardy to where the other team has an opportunity to tip it or pick it or get their hands on it. But our misses are close, and I think each week we get to play with one another. More and more is gonna change things. And I felt like the last time we were able to really get around and spin it was Tampa, and I felt like we did a really good job. So hopefully we continue to improve on that, and I think we will.
What'd you do with the ball?
It'll be at the house. Hopefully it'll be up for a while until my wife gets tired of it, I guess.
Well, then what do you see from this Raiders? The Raiders defense don't know about Max Crosby's status, but certainly know how good he is.
Well, they're a good football team. They fly around. They do a lot of different things. They're very multiple. Good in the back end. Good in the front seven. They can get pressure on the quarterback. They tackle well. They're physical. And I know it's going to be an intense game. So we have to do a good job of just executing our plan, knowing that they're going to be around, knowing they're going to make their plays. But we just have to make more than they do.